Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Mariel. This is Theo, and he is almost going to be 7. He's a New Year's baby. He was born on the 1st, so, oh my goodness. But anyway, get out of here. I am going to start my New Year's resolution today. I know it's the 31st. You're probably going to watch this video later because I don't think I'm going to edit it today. But one of my goals, which I have it on my vision board, is to be more into books, more into actually reading, because I actually love books and then I buy a lot of them and then I don't read them. So just to catch you guys up a little bit, I did have a reading goal this year and it was 24 books, 2 books per month. Now for all my reading girlies out there, obviously that's nothing, right? But I was doing a lot. Update, I finished and graduated with my master's, and so yeah, that pretty much took a lot of my time. Work took a lot of my time. If you don't know, I'm a teacher, and I also do other side hustles, so I don't think I'm going to be getting my goal of 24 books. I'm on my last book. I'm about halfway through, but I really don't like it. So I'm gonna try and push through it after filming before we leave to my friend's house. So yeah. Anyway, this video is about my top favorite books of the year and my least favorite books of the year. So it's not a lot, obviously, but I still kind of want to share it because it's important to you, I think. I don't know, maybe it's not for you, but for me it is. But anyway, I am going to start as the true Capricorn that I am. Yes, it's almost my birthday too. Start with the negative first, with the not my favorite books. So I actually only have 2. And one of them is the one that I'm currently reading, so I'm already going to put it in here because I will. I'm a sucker for a good cover. Because in my head, I'm like, even if you don't like these books, they're still going to look cute on your shelf. That's exactly what happened with these 2 books, and they both failed me. Anyway, the first one is Leaves of Love. I'm not doing a review over it. I'm just kind of telling you why I don't like it. So well, first off, it's the most beautiful cover. Actually, no, the other one is in my opinion. But it's one of the most beautiful covers that I have in my bookshelf. I even kind of forgot what this was about. Wait, got it. So, I just didn't like it. I know it sounds so bad to say. I didn't like it. And it was a fast read. It was an easy read. And I just feel that I get, like, okay, so let me kind of explain it. And I think they talked about it in the book. There might be a person, right? You have your main character, and that's sometimes a lot of the times it revolves around them. I love that. What I don't like is when the character tends to be a little selfish and she has her little friends constantly doing whatever they want, right? And maybe it doesn't come, and maybe that wasn't what the purpose was, but that's how I see it. And I don't like that. I don't like it when people use their friends or people around them. Not that they use them, but they're constantly depending on them. It's like, girl, grow up. Like, figure it out yourself at least once. Reading this book, not my favorite. I think I might have given it a 3-star rating. I would say even a 2.5, but that's just rude. I'm giving the other half for the cover. So that's why I'm saying 3. I know, I'm sorry. Fallon Ballard, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry. The cover is beautiful though. Anyway, the second book and the last book that I have that kind of filled me a little bit in my heart was Love in the Times of a Serial Killer. So this was on my TBR list since before it came out. Obviously, look at this beautiful cover. I am obsessed with this cover. I am obsessed with how it feels. I love the whole concept of this, like her, obviously everything around her is about like trying to not figure out. She likes the whole like serial killer stuff and all that jazz, and her dissertation is about that. And it tells you in the back she thinks that her neighbor is a serial killer. But anyway, point is that whole concept could have been taken so far and so good and so in detailed. And that's like, even though, again, I'm only halfway through it, I don't think it's going to get better, especially because I did read some of the reviews and it doesn't. So, but I'm still going to continue reading it. Again, it's a beautiful cover. It's just, there were so many adjectives that they could have used. Who wrote it? Alicia Thompson. There are so many adjectives that they could have used for the neighbor. And I feel that there could have been a lot more. I don't know. I'm still going to continue reading it, but so far I've been struggling. And yes, like, I dented it in like a day. Like, so it's also a fast read. It's a fun read. It is a fun read. I'm going to give it a 3 stars so far. We don't know when we're finished. It's kind of rude for me to say that, but this is the last book that I'm reading because it's so gorgeous. I don't know. So those are the 2 books that were kind of a little disappointing for me. I know, it's rude. I keep looking at myself. Look at the camera. They were kind of disappointing to me. Now, let's talk about the ones that I loved. Let's just move to the 3 books that I have in front of me. So we're first going to start with The Love Hypothesis. Again, I told you guys. It was spicy. There was a little spice to it. I'm sure there's spicier books. I would give this maybe 2 chili emojis out of 5 in spiciness, but stars 5. They had me wanting to go like, oh, what happened? Oh my gosh. Like, I was like a nosy neighbor reading this, to be honest with you, like a nosy roommate or something. It was so good. I want to read the second one. I know it has nothing to do with it, but it's the same author, Allie Hazelwood. Wow. You had this little gay obsessed with this. Like, if it was just like kind of romantic and like also nerdy, but also kind of like, you know. Anyway, I'm sure everybody has read this. I do remember seeing it a lot, and when it came out, everybody was loving it, which is why I decided to read it. And honestly, it's great. It's great. If you want a spicy, nerdy, cute, flirty book, romance book, I would recommend this one for sure. Anyway, so yeah, love it. I recommend it. But now, because as I said before, I do love me some good queer books, I gave this one a chance, and it was Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. Now, I'm gonna go back to this one. I feel like romance books with spice, this is 100% awesome. It is very straight, obviously. And a lot of romance books, or maybe I'm just not looking, or I'm still a baby reader here. A lot of romance books tend to be heterosexual couples, right? And a lot of the time, like, everybody's great at writing a good romance book. I feel, well, not everybody, but it is easily attainable, right? And so I was like, I want a romance book that's really good, but that is queer or has queer woman in it. That's what I should have specified, queer woman. I'm about to show you, well, this one I already showed you. This was good, or at least I thought it was good. Maybe it's not for you, but for me it is, and I gave it a 5 stars. It was great. So, and the best part is when I was reading this book, I didn't know that there was another book coming out, or that there was a book out. And so I didn't know until there was like the little preview chapter or something at the end, and I was like, it makes sense. And she is great at connecting that and kind of like foreshadowing what's going to happen in the next book without me even knowing that there is a new book or another book. But yeah, pretty much I'm obsessed with this. You have a girl that was from a small city, moved to New York, came back for a job, and hit it off with this lady, and she's from there. The thing is that she's her friend's, she's her stepsister's friend, and there's like a whole dynamic with her stepsister. I also really love that, yes, it is spicy. I still want to say it is about a 1 chili emoji spicy, but I really like the whole woman empowerment. I love the whole woman friendship, besides their relationship between their, like, you know, siblings or their children or their previous spouses or partners, whatever. I just feel like the relationships were very well, and you could imagine it happening. And for me, I have to be able to imagine what I'm reading, and if not, it doesn't work. Could it be that I have a reading disability? Probably. But this was really good. Naturally, I had to read the next book, which is Asher Parker Doesn't Fail. And this one, I just finished it yesterday, and it is fantastic as well. I will say though that yes, they are the same characters. They're just, you know, obviously at this point, you know, you have different people in it added to it. But I will say, whoa, what's going on? Okay. I will say though that if you were to see this book and you're like, I'm gonna read this book, you don't need to read this one to jump into this. And I don't know if that is, I haven't done my investigation to make sure if that's exactly what Ashley was planning on doing. But you could totally read this book, and if this doesn't get spoiled, I mean, it might, but nothing crazy. It is nice to read that one first because you know the relationship's a lot deeper. You still see that connection between the friendships that they have. And another thing that I really like about these books is that as a queer woman, it is my identity. I'm not going to say that I am more than just being gay, but sometimes in queer books, that's like the thing. It's like we already know, and of real cases outside of fiction books, that we know how hard it is for the LGBTQ plus community, right? And I feel that as a person who knows that and has gone through stuff as well, with family and friends, when I read a book, I want to transport myself into like the most perfect world where queer people are just how it should be. It's normal, you know, we're all love is love kind of situation. And I feel like these books do that a lot. And so anyway, you should read it. You should definitely read these. There is a third one, which is another of the friends, Iris Doesn't Date. Iris, I forgot her last name, Doesn't Date. It's coming out soon, and I'm super excited because it is so good. I'm so excited. So those are my top books and my least favorite books of the year. I'm super excited to continue, you know, filming about books. I don't care about how the background looks. If you do, let me know. But anyway, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink some water, drink some medicine, because we're going out for New Year's Eve. So happy New Year's Eve, happy New Year if you're watching this in the new year. I hope that, you know, you reflect on what you want to do. Let me know your reading goals, because I'm super excited for my reading goals for next year. I'm going to continue reading this book. Might change my mind on it. Hopefully I do, because, again, the cover is beautiful. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic time, that all your resolutions start on the best foot ever, that all your manifestations come true. I'm excited. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.